You know that thing you have been saying you will start tomorrow? The workout, the savings plan, the business, the difficult conversation, the thing you have been dreaming about for months. But somehow you still haven't started. And then you blame yourself. I'm lazy, I'm inconsistent, I have no discipline. But what if you're not actually lazy? What if there's another reason you keep struggling to take that first step? And this is where the 4 words we are practicing for these 30 days get really interesting. Because think about what happens when you have tried something before and failed. You start again, you get excited, you promise yourself this time will be different. And then you miss a day, then another. And suddenly that one missed day becomes evidence. Evidence that says, I knew I couldn't do it. I always give up. I'm just not disciplined. And eventually, you don't even try anymore. Not because you don't want the result, but because you don't trust yourself to get there. And that is a very different problem from laziness. This is why I think the first two Ho'oponopono phrases are so interesting. I am sorry. What if you stopped using it to attack yourself? Not I'm sorry, I'm so lazy, but I'm sorry, I kept abandoning myself. I'm sorry for all the promises I made to myself and didn't keep. I'm sorry for putting myself last. I'm sorry for turning one mistake into a story about who I am. That's not self punishment, that's awareness. And then, please forgive me. This doesn't mean everything I did was okay. It means I am ready to stop pushing myself for it. Because you cannot change yesterday, but you can decide what you do with today. I actually had to think about this today. After almost a year, I went back to working out, and getting myself to the gym was harder than the workout. Not because I didn't know exercise was good for me, I knew. I just kept postponing it, and today I realized maybe I wasn't struggling with knowing what to do. Maybe I was struggling with starting again. And I don't know whether Ho'oponopono had anything to do with that, but if it did make me look at my own behavior with a little more compassion. And maybe that's what you need to. Because this isn't just about exercise. Maybe you have made financial mistakes. Instead of I'm terrible with money, try I'm sorry for avoiding it. Please forgive me for the choices I made when I didn't know better. Thank you for the chance to learn. I love you. And then look at your finances. Make the budget. Take the next step. The words aren't replacing action, they are helping you stop fighting yourself long enough to take it. And relationships work the same way. Maybe there's someone you are still angry with. You don't have to call them, you don't have to reconcile, you don't have to pretend what happened was okay. But ask yourself, how much energy am I still giving this person? And then, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Maybe the forgiveness isn't even for them, maybe it's for you. So you can stop carrying the relationship long after it's ended. And then there's your career. Maybe you keep telling yourself, I'm not ready. But how long have you been waiting to feel ready? Maybe you don't need another motivational video. Maybe you need to forgive yourself for all the times you didn't try. And then take one small step. Send the email, apply, ask, and start. And this is something I want you to notice during these 30 days. Your limiting beliefs may not sound like limiting beliefs, they can sound like facts. I'm just bad with money. I have never been disciplined. I'm not confident. People like me don't get those opportunities. It's too late for me. That's just who I am. But who told you that? And more importantly, what if it is not true anymore? Maybe you have been carrying an old version of yourself into a life that requires a new one. And perhaps forgiveness is one way of putting that old version down. So today, I want you to choose one area of your life where you are stuck: health, money, career, relationships, self worth, anything, and write, I have been avoiding dash dash because dash dash. Then ask yourself, what am I afraid will happen if I actually try? Be honest. Then say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And finally, what's the smallest step I can take today? Not tomorrow, not Monday, not when you feel motivated, today. Because maybe the point of these four words isn't to magically remove every problem of your life. Maybe it's to change the person who's facing those problems. And if that's true, then we have a lot to explore over this next 30 days. Because tomorrow, we are taking Ho'oponopono into something even more complicated: relationships. And we are going to talk about something most people get completely wrong about forgiveness. You can forgive someone without letting them back into your life. I'll see you tomorrow, day 2 of 30. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you.